to be honest with you, the procedures models mission, how I form it, it's all about, it's very family oriented.
Right.
It's all about being there for each other, supporting each other. And everyone's at that same level, and we're all want to share contacts, networks, and
I wish there was a company for reporters and such, because we need that support.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
And I think actually for models, you guys definitely need that support even more, because there's a lot of critique. People think of models in a certain way.
Yes.
And I think that support definitely helps each other. I mean, you guys have naturally. I think models are supposed to be very self-secured and so having each other, I think that's as a family too, because half the time you said you're traveling far.
Yes.
So you guys don't get to be with your family.
Yes, we don't. So that's why I feel like whoever that we're going to be surrounding ourselves with, they should always be a positive reflective of what you want to be as well. So when we're traveling, we're always traveling in a big group of all other procedures models, and everyone have that same goal and that same mission is to help each other, further ourselves out, giving each other that support and that confidence that we need so we can be good at what we do and be there for each other.
Are all of your models located in New York?
No, absolutely. All
So
of our
all
models
over.
from all around the world. We have models in Vietnam, in Hong Kong,
Wow.
London, Philippines.
But
Yeah.
they're Asian models.
They're all Asian models.
They're all
and
Asian
every
models.
time when we do any events, we basically meet up, let's say, over in Hong Kong or maybe in Macau. We do a lot of, we represent a lot of online gaming casinos over there and websites over there as well. And so we all meet, all of the models from all around the world. We meet there.
So you meet at like a new location.
At a new
How
location all the
perfect.
time, yes. And everyone have their roles of doing. One can be TV personality, hospitality, dealers,
Right.
whatever it is. Everyone has their own roles and their own duties, and we get together. We,
task
have
it
this,
out,
yeah,
and
task it
then
out,
you-
and we have this vision of how that event should be,
Right.
and
you
it
guys
all
work
comes
as
to life.
You guys work as a team too,
all work
because
together as a team.
you're portraying, the image of prestigious model.
Exactly.
Well, can you also tell me too, how many girls are in prestigious models, and how do you? Because does everybody go to one event, or how does that work?
Well, no, we actually have multiple events
Okay.
at the same time. Like right now, we do a lot of tours. So
Okay.
let's say we're representing a company like Asian Poker Tour. They have X amount of cities that they travel to. So there's a group of prestigious models, or whether it's 6 to 8 girls, travel to these different cities.
Right.
And everyone split up their duties. Maybe that city we need different type of models. So in our roster we have a DJ, or she's a singer. So she comes on board because we need that entertainment or that entertainer.
So it's
there.
whatever your client kind of
Client
requests
needs,
for.
yeah, for
Okay.
that particular event. Or as let's say if we're involving in a racing event, then a lot of our models that are suitable for that type of event, we basically staff them, and they take care of that tour, and that's their duty for that year.
Got it.
Yeah.
So what is your role in this? Do you coordinate that?
Yes, I basically play an agent and a manager role, and also a model.
I know.
as well. So I actually just go out there and I understand. I sit down when I network and I find out what the client needs and objectives are,
Right.
and I come up with a model program for that event, and that's when I staff my talent in terms of like, oh, this is what needs to be done here. I oversee the execution, the project, and the whole tour throughout the whole year.
Wow. Do you get to meet all these models then?
Absolutely. We go through a very extensive screening process.
In order to be a prestigious model.
Yeah, you have to come up, cast with us at a couple of events, or maybe even take some interning position with us, just to come up, just to really see. Because to me, I look for more than just a beautiful face.
Right.
It has to be about all the personality.
Right.
I'd
how you
rather
work as a team and
yeah, it's
your
all
energy,
about exactly
everything.
positive reinforcement with each other. Being there for each other, and everything is just you have to be an optimistic person.
Right. You have
Because
to have
at an event,
something else to
something
offer.
always going to go wrong, and
Right.
you got to be able to act fast, think fast, and in a
Look at the
positive
bright
way.
side and
Right
not
side of
like-
things, and not to be
Right.
discouraged. And it's about that confidence again.
Right.
And another prestigious models would be there to encourage you, like don't we still
give
need
up.
to get the job
Right.
done. At the end of the day, someone needs to get that job done, and there's no babysitting. We just need to be a professional at what we do, and excel.
Wow, that was a mouthful. Now
Yeah.
I'm trying to translate that. Kính thưa quý vị, là cái công ty người mẫu của Kim Loan đã mở lên và có những cô người mẫu người Á Châu khắp nước, kính thưa quý vị, và họ đi làm qua những cái công việc tùy, có lâu lâu thì có thể đi London, đi Hồng Kông, và qua những cái đó thì Kim Loan đã gặp được rất là nhiều cô người mẫu, và Kim Loan là trên một cái vai trò là một người có thể nói là một người quản lý, cũng giống như là một người làm nói chuyện với lại những người khách nếu mà họ muốn nếu mà cho một cái buổi tiệc nào đó họ muốn đòi hỏi những cái gì thì Kim Loan là cái người mà đến và trò chuyện với những người khách này. Thì qua những cái cuộc đi thì Kim Loan đã thấy được đó là cái sự mà quan trọng nhất đó là những cái con người mẫu phải có một cái tình cảm và làm việc với nhau rất là vui vẻ với nhau, chứ không phải là có một cái bề ngoài đẹp là đủ. So my last question for you is, with prestigious models growing, what are some of your future plans?
Well, right now, future plans is, to be honest, just to continue to do what we do now, and just to find more elite individuals to be a part of our team. I mean, I think right now I am already living my dream of what I want prestigious models to do and what direction they need to go. We're already international. We're already doing a lot of events, and I'm very fortunate to be able to just work with great companies out there, right. And just to continue what we do best in New York City.
Are there, I mean, when you're talking about, recruiting more models and things like that, are there like a requirement?
Well, there's not necessarily any requirement, to be honest with you. To me, again, it all comes down to personality.
Right.
If they're interested, sign up, find ways to get connected, to attend a prestigious models event. And basically, when you're at an event, it's basically just kind of catching on. And
right. And it's you're just seeing
be
them
yourself.
through their personality.
Yeah. And that if they're able to, let's say at an event, and if there's a certain individual feel like, oh, maybe I can kind of help out to doing this, doing that, because they're at an event where we don't need to be able to tell them what to do. Let's say if your profession is to hospitality, that you're a great host, and you see someone needs help on, then if you're there casting at our event, then you just take charge.
That's how
you
see
do.
it.
That's
right.
how I see it.
I think that's so great.
The best way to do it, instead of telling someone this is exactly what you need to do.
Right.
Come to our event, hang out, check out and see what we do. You see that there's certain things need to be done. If you feel that you can do it, do it. That's your opportunity to shine, because our job, we go to a city, no one knows you, and we don't know anybody.
Right.
Our job is to walk into that door, flip on the switch, and be able to make sure everyone's taken care of, and your job is to be a star.
Right. And totally shine versus somebody telling you to shine.
Exactly.
Because that will limit, your creativity.
Your creativity.
And you know what? I really love prestigious model in the sense that, you guys don't have requirements. It's like, you have to be 5'7" and above, long hair, So I think that's really great. So
personality. I think to me, honestly, I think, and everyone is beautiful in their own way. It's just how you can be beautiful inside and out.
Right, how you can portray it.
Portray that, yeah.
Okay, so before we end the show, do you have any message to the audience, maybe the parents or, the young people who want to follow in your footsteps?
Well, definitely my number one advice to any female out there that's looking to get into this modeling industry, the way I see it is, when you choose this career path, make sure that this is something that you want to do and for the right reason, and not to be afraid to be creative as well. All Asian parents, they all want us to be doctors, lawyers, because it's a comfortable job and it's something that they can be proud of. I mean, but I'm sure at the end of the day, our parents will always be proud of us if we're happy, if we're doing what we do best, and that we can make a difference, with society and also within ourselves as well. So never to be afraid to dream and be creative and do what you want to do. It's not hard. It's just believing in yourself. That's all that matters, and everything else will fall into its place. And keep it real to yourself. If this is what you want to do, then don't be afraid to be judged, because no one's judging you.
Don't be afraid to dream, because you never know, one day your dream will come true.
Like mine is right now. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. I think, our conversation, I really hope that inspired the young generation out there, to follow your dream, be creative, be motivated, be inspiration to others, and just, keep doing what you love.
Yes,
thank
absolutely.
you so much for being here.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And cảm ơn khán giả của VANTV và Fally.
Dạ vâng, Fally mong là quý vị đã rất là thích cái cuộc đàm thoại của Fally và Kim Loan, một con người mẫu mà không những là đẹp bề ngoài mà còn là đẹp ở trong hồn nữa, kính thưa quý vị. Fally xin chúc quý vị một ngày thật là bình an và vui vẻ. Xin hẹn gặp lại quý vị kỳ sau. Xin kính chào quý vị.